Hi everyone and welcome to week 5. We're now on the home stretch with just a few more days to go. Overall, your work from last week looked great. I just wanted to make a comment on the tripartite model discussion forum. Several of you said that you didn't think that the model made any suggestions for treatment, and I disagree, and I just wanted to kind of explain why. Although your textbook describes it as an etiological model, I think that what this model identifies as the cause of the disorder implies some very clear treatment options. So things like decreasing negative affect through cognitive restructuring should help decrease both anxiety and depression. Individuals with anxiety should also benefit from strategies to help them reduce their physiological arousal through somatic management like breathing exercises or meditation. Individuals with depression might benefit from training in optimistic thinking or psychoeducational or cognitive restructuring to help them increase amounts of positive thoughts. So these are the kinds of strategies that many cognitive behavior therapists use to effectively treat anxiety and depression. For the tests for last week, everyone did well on Chapter 11. On Chapter 12, several of you posted on the discussion forum or emailed me. There was that one question that for some reason the question was hidden and all you could see is the response options. So everyone got a free point for that one. For this week, the first chapter we'll cover will be substance abuse and addictive disorders. The forum for this chapter is on risk-taking behaviors in adolescence, and the risk-taking behaviors are often associated with substance abuse disorders. The next chapter will cover eating disorders. I posted a video and some more information on a video that some early adolescents made about eating disorder prevention, and our discussion forum is actually going to focus on this by putting you in kind of the hypothetical situation that a friend showed signs of an eating disorder and getting you to think about identification, prevention, and treatment issues in dealing with eating disorders. Now, when you're planning your work for this week, don't forget that I will drop your lowest discussion forum score and your lowest test grade. So if you've done all of the work so far and would like to skip one of the final 2 chapters or assignments to focus on your final paper, you can. So this is the last week of class, so there are also a few wrap-up things to do. First of all, your final paper is due. It will be submitted here. And I've copied and pasted the rubric here so you can take a look and then you'll go down and submit it down here. You need to take the outline and my feedback that you got a few weeks ago and develop it into a full paper. Use the rubric to guide you, but each section should be about 1 page long, and I expect you to expand substantially from the outline that you originally submitted me. So expect the pages to be about 6 to 7 pages total, or I expect the paper to be 6 to 7 pages total, depending on whether you have references. If you're not familiar with APA style, if you haven't written a paper in this style before, your paper does need to be in APA style. I've got a few quick and easy guides right here that you should use and look at. There's also some additional pointers that I sent out previously on the news forum, which may be helpful as you're finalizing your paper. And also, I said this before, but I'd encourage you to look back at the book for information on the disorder you selected as you're writing it. Your case should match material on the symptoms, etiology, and prognosis of the disorder you selected. The final course wrap-up activity that you have, just one last thing, is the extra credit anonymous class effectiveness survey. Your feedback for the class really helps me to know how to improve it for future classes, so I would really appreciate you completing the survey. It's submitted anonymously, which means that I can see whether or not you've done it, but I can't link responses to your specific names. Another thing that I posted, which is not something you have to do, but I thought you'd enjoy, is kind of a funny article about etiology and treatment of the disordered childhood. So hopefully you enjoy that. Remember that, as usual, your original discussion forum posts are due on Thursday at 11:55, but because this is the end of regular classes, all of the rest of your assignments are this Friday at 5 p.m., because that is when the summer 2 semester ends. So please don't forget about that. Have a great week, and as usual, contact me if you have any questions.